From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clark County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
From the Athens studio, here are your top stories sponsored by Drake Realty. The University of Georgia School of Law has clinched the title of nation's best value in legal education for the fourth time in 6 years, boasting a 95% employment rate for full-time, long-term bar pass required jobs within 10 months of graduation, and a remarkable 99% ultimate bar passage rate for the class of 2020. The school emphasizes affordability and accessibility. Student borrowing has decreased by over 50% in the last decade, with 80% of students in the 2021-2022 receiving scholarships. The commitment to providing a world-class education at a reasonable cost underscores the school's dedication to producing legal leaders with the freedom to pursue various career paths. This from the Albany Herald. Thieves targeted a Chick-Fil-A on Atlanta highway, stealing 700 to 800 gallons of cooking oil stored for recycling. Although an uncommon crime in Athens, it's a prevalent nationwide issue, with stolen oil often resold on the black markets for conversion into biodiesel fuel. This marks a recurring problem, as a similar theft occurred last year at another Chick-fil-A location. The thieves, operating in a small group, focus on Chick-fil-A due to its high-quality cooking oil. In the recent incident, 2 men in a U-Haul truck cut a lock and chain around 3 a.m. on October 5th, making off with approximately $2,000 worth of recycled oil. This from the Athens Herald. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis is the first to face a formal complaint under a new Georgia state law that empowers a commission to sanction prosecutors. Senate Republicans filed the complaint criticizing her office management. However, during the legislative debate over the law, Governor Brian Kemp and allies cited Deborah Gonzalez, Athens Clark County's top prosecutor, as a driving force behind the legislation. Gonzalez, facing election challenges, won in 2020 on a platform prioritizing violent crime over minor drug offenses, but has faced turnover and questions about case handling. Kaliki Yala Makili, a former prosecutor, announced a nonpartisan candidacy against her, aiming to restore confidence in her office. Gonzalez defends her approach as reflective of her community's desires. This from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
This from Athens Clark County News. Leszek Szymanski, which is a new member of this page, posted, "I will be doing research in Athens. My study will cover dialect grammar and user preferences regarding Southern dialectal English. I will investigate double modals. You could help me, or this should ought to work out. Part of my research activities will include interviews with native speakers of Southern American English. The interviews will be anonymized, so informant's identities will not be revealed. I will be grateful for any contacts with people who could potentially be interested. Betsy A. Bishop from Athens. I grew up in the North Carolina mountains and I use a few of the double negatives sometimes. I know they are grammatically incorrect and I am capable of not using them if I am in a formal situation. Let me know if I fit the description of someone you would want to talk to. Holly Bajurkian from Athens. Can you ask if whenever I was at Kroger instead of when I'm at Kroger is considered a double modal? If so, I might know someone for the study. Jennifer Butler Carr from Watkinsville. I was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. Am a UGA graduate and live in Watkinsville now. Happy to help if I am able. Chris Byrne, native from New York. Geez, I would love to help you guys, but as a native New Yorker, we get straight to the point. There ain't no might could about us. Authorities have issued arrest warrants for Javier Carabal Soto in connection with the death of Adriana Castaneda, whose body was found near his house 6 months ago. Castaneda went missing in March and her body was discovered in the woods near Carabal Soto's residence, where she was reported to have had a relationship. While the cause and manner of death remain undetermined, investigators are treating it a potential homicide. An inconclusive autopsy revealed no obvious signs of trauma. Carabajal Soto faces charges of concealing another death and tampering with evidence, with suspicions that he attempted to conceal the death. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to contact the police. This from Classic City News. Graphic designer Jennifer Denson has won the I Voted Early sticker contest in Athens, Clark County. Her winning design, called Dome, will be printed and distributed during early voting periods of the 2024 presidential preference primary, general election, and any runoff elections. After 3 weeks of submissions, a panel of judges selected 4 finalists, with Denson securing 38% of the votes from over 830 registered voters. The judging criteria included adherence to contest guidelines, scalability for sticker printing, overall design, and alignment with the early voting theme. The sticker aims to encourage and celebrate early voting participation. This from the Athens Banner Herald. Athens is gearing up for the 5th annual Historic Athens Porch Fest, a celebration of the city's rich music and arts culture. Hosted in various neighborhoods, bands and performers take to porches offering concerts to thousands of locals. Last year it drew a crowd of 12,000 attendees. This year's festival is expected to feature around 200 porch performances, highlighting the growth from the initial 57 concerts. The event not only highlights Athens' musical heritage, but also embraces its historical significance, with the addition of the Reese West Hancock neighborhood, a hub for African American culture and education dating back to the 1860s. The festival runs from noon to 8 p.m., highlighting the essence of Athens' iconic neighborhoods. This from the Red and Black. Our Legislative Study Commission has proposed recommendations for Georgia's dual enrollment program, aimed at simplifying access, increasing publicity, and securing additional funding. The Joint House-Senate panel emphasizes the need to make the program financially sustainable and accelerate students' progress in early college credits for high-demand careers. Following meetings across the state this summer and fall, the report urges lawmakers to address these issues in the upcoming 2024 legislative session, emphasizing the importance of supporting students seeking an early start in higher education. This from WUGA.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.